Have you ever been camping and you're just loading things back and forth from your utility SUV or your side-by-side or your camper, and you're just taking multiple trips? Well, we have that problem too. And today we're going to solve that problem, and we're going to show you a new cart that we just received from Avaar, and it's the Go Anywhere cart. So today what we're going to do is put it together. We're going to show you an open box of this cart, and then we're going to actually use it. This cart has a ton of cargo space, and it can hold up to 400 pounds. So we're going to put that to the test. Now when you take the box and you lay it flat, you're going to have some staples and glue on the side. What I did is just take a screwdriver, put it in here, and just run it along the side, and that's going to release the glue and allow you to open the box without tearing it all up. Now the contents inside of the box are packed really nicely. There's a cardboard mold around each component to ensure that the components are not going to break during shipping. You are paying a premium price for this cart, but you're getting a premium product as well. And you can definitely tell that by how they pack their materials, and they're taking their time to make sure that their product that they're sending you does not get damaged when it comes. The wheels on this have really nice product materials on them. This is like a rubber based wheel. It's not a plastic wheel. This will be able to take some abuse when rolling it against concrete, or if you're taking it across like gravel or rocks. This is a rubber based style wheel. It's not plastic. So you're going to get 2 small wheels, and then you're going to get 2 large wheels. It's got a really cool spoke design to it. You're going to get a set of instructions, which we're going to follow, and they're very large in detail, so you can see which item you're going to be working on next. There's not a lot of verbiage here. It looks like it's a lot of clicking and waiting for things to sound like they've been clicked together. There's the little icons for the clicking sound logos. So let's go ahead and take some of the components out. Here's our handle. Looks like we have the chassis component for the front wheels. The cart base is going to basically slide on top of here, and then the handle is going to lock down, and then we're going to assemble the front wheels onto this piece. Some components that you want to look for before you take this out. There's some smaller latches here, and it's basically holding the cardboard down, which is the chassis. So when you lift this up, the chassis is going to be around that cardboard structure. You can see the clips here. So just be careful when you're pulling those out. They do open, so you're going to disengage the clip, and then this bottom piece will slide out. I always check the bottoms of these to make sure there's no screws attached to them, any bags of further instructions. This is just foam that protects the shaft on the wheels, so we're going to go ahead and slide this off to the side. The last thing in the box is the cup holders. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is put the axle on. There we go. Now we're going to get the front wheels. Those are just going to click in. Next, we're going to attach the handle. Let's see here. So there's some alignment pins here and then here. So we're going to need that, and then there is a pin that we have to put through there with an Allen tool. So let's see if that's in the bag. So it says to go ahead and put the cap down, and then you want these ridges facing this way. That. So you're going to put this through the here, and then you're going to take this Allen screw and put it through the other side once you put the handle on. And this does have a facing forward and backwards. You want this facing towards the back. I'm going to switch these around because this has a square lip on it. That's going to recess into here. And then I'm going to put the nut on this side. Go ahead and tighten that down. I'm going to put the back wheels on next. Click those in. There we go. Now it wants us to open the sides of the cart. So you're going to undo these latches, and this is going to come forward. There's a latch here that you'll have to undo to lift that up. This is the pad of the cart. This is going to come out, and then you're going to lock these in like so, and then you're going to click that down. Remove more packing material. Grab your base. Same thing for the front, we're going to do for this side. There you go. Now the cart's assembled, and the last thing we need to do is put on the cup holders. The cup holders have little nubs right here that they're going to slide down onto. Now that our cart is assembled, let's go ahead and talk about some of its features. Okay, let's talk about the handle on the cart. Every good cart has a great handle. If it has a bad handle, you're most likely not going to want to use your cart. What I like about this handle is it allows the axle to rotate 360 degrees. There's no binding, having to readjust, push it forward, pull it back. You can literally turn and head the direction you want to go. The other nice thing about it, it has a locking point, so it will basically put your foot behind the axle, and because you have that ridge down here in the neck, it is a very firm lock and unlock. As you notice, when I move the handle, the cup holders will try to stay vertical. Right now they're empty, but they will stay vertical once they have weight. There are different heights to the handle, and simply you just unlock it and you can press it down or up. That's fully extended and you'll hear it lock. Let's go ahead and put a couple of Stanleys inside of the cup holders just to show you what kind of volume it can hold. These are my kids' cups. So what I like about them is when it's engaging, it's wanting to lock the cup in. You can see the extender out here. That's because this is meant that when these have weight in them, that they will move freely with the handle here. Now you will have to extend the handle out to fit a larger cup in, but if you want to kind of lower center of gravity, if you're moving or whatnot, obviously you wouldn't be able to get the cups out, but to get the cups out it has to be at the full extension, and you just do a quick up and down and it will lock that. So now that we've talked about the handle, let's go ahead and talk about the sides. This cart does have a tailgate, which is really unique. What you're going to do is unlatch the side here and the side in the back. That's going to allow the tailgate to come down to haul longer pieces of material in there. So if you want to haul 2 coolers, you can do so. Let's say your child wants to take a nap. We all have that child that likes to sleep right in the middle of the day. They wear themselves out. You can now extend this out, and if they wanted to sleep down here on this end, their little feet can hang out down there safely. It does have a cargo strap, so if you're strapping things in and you don't want them to fall out, there is a cargo strap. And to lay this side back in, you will have to unlock the front for it to lay down. It will not lay the opposite way. It only lays in. And you'll hear those nice clicks. That means it's engaged again. Everything wants to click when it's securely locked. And then the last 2 features are the zipper bags on the inside. You have 2 zipper bags on the inside. You could put baby wipes in here, keys, a wallet, a cell phone. It's not quite large enough for any types of towels or anything like that. It's basically the width of your hand, and it does have a really nice zipper, and it has that really nice material on the inside to help prevent cuts or scrapes when you're pulling your gear out. The other thing I like about this cart, show you the back, is that it is vented across the front and the back. Again, you know, it is not a playpen, but if somebody was to fall asleep or whatnot, I do think if you were to secure this, someone could possibly take a nap in there. Or if you're hauling your animals around, you do have some venting along the sides here, along the front. If any material leaks, it has ways to get out. But other things I think you could put on here is like some molly gear type things. You know, if you want to strap a medical kit to it, some external bags. I would think that if you had more of this nylon with clips, you could run some clipped bags across the back or the front. If you're going to the beach or whatnot and you want to extend the use of the cart, I think you could do that if you had some straps like this and then fish them through and then clip your gear on the outside. So now that we have it constructed, let's go ahead and start loading it up with some material to see how much it can haul, and then we're just going to move it around the yard and some things and give this a quick test. Okay, so as you can see, we have it loaded up. We have large totes, full-size totes. I have my Tough Built cooler here. It's a very heavy-duty cooler. It's got the MOLLE panels and whatnot, so this is not light. Bed pads, we have some folding chairs, we have our 8-person tent in here, we have some wipes. As you can see, nothing is bulging out. After I started loading some things into this cart, I found some other cool uses. Since the rails are metal, running a ratchet strap through them to hold higher cargo is helpful for tying things down. I'm not sure how much higher you would want to go given the narrowness of the cart, but typically this is what would look like us unloading our vehicle. A little pad to stand on for changing. You know, if it's moisture out in your tent or whatever, we do bring pads for that, and you know, little wipes. You could fill up the side compartments with those. Let me show you the back. Okay. Now what I did here in the back, I used the strap that comes with the cart for hauling cargo that might be in the tailgate area. But you could put your medical kit on there. The MOLLE panel here on the back. We have a flashlight, sunglass holder, a little tool bag maybe for little snacks, or an extra GMRS walkie handheld you could put back here. But this strap is really nice. You can get it really tight. It has a really good lock. So what I did is I built me a little tailgate area for extra storage, you know, keeping sunglasses and so forth. Having a medical kit on hand is always nice. So as you can see, everything still turns really easy, really freely, no binding. The chassis is not sagging, which is nice, and I don't see any flex in the wheels so far, just by having all of this extra weight in here. As you can see, it backs up real nice. Even with my non-dominant hand, I can still move it around because of that wheeling motion that it has at the bottom. So here's how I ran the strap. Let's go ahead and get it off road, off of concrete pavement, and see how it does. So we're gonna have a little drop down here. It's got great ground clearance, as you can see. It's not bottoming out on the chassis. If I have to push it back up, I'm not getting any bending in the handle. Try it again. I'm really putting my body weight on it, trying to bend it. I did lose a cup because I am twisting and turning the handle, but also I realized I didn't have that one locked down. If I put my foot on the axle and lift, I want to see if the handle is going to pop out and hit me in the face. It did not. It can hold that weight. As you can see, I can make some really tight turns. I don't hear any binding or popping of anything. Give it some pull. It's off camber here. I really feel confident in the handle. Taking some speed. It does kind of want to wheelie if you kind of pull up and forward, but that's to be suspected with the wheels. These are still empty. So far, I like that. So we're going to take it downhill, back up. Give it a turn. It's kind of pulling all the weight on that back axle to see if it bends or flexes. It looks pretty good. My backyard goes down at a pretty good steep. Seems like it's, with that front steering, really allows this thing to pivot and turn on its weight. You can push it, you can pull it. I don't see the doors opening up, which is nice. The latches are really holding the weight. It's not bending the tubes. Push it uphill. So as you can see, we have a 10-year-old and a 5-year-old in the wagon. We're gonna push them around the yard, see how everything performs. Do a circle. Let's say you have to pivot. You can see it's pretty stable. Get back up. Go downhill. No. Turn. These kids are heavy. Heavy, heavy. Are you comfortable? Got enough room? Okay. Do you want to stand up and get out? Stand up straight up. There you go. As you can see, that you can actually stand in this because it does have a metal chassis on the bottom. It's not wood or plastic. If you're interested in this cart, make sure to check out the description down below. I'll post a link to it.
And if you have any questions, make sure to leave it in the comments, and we'll see you on the next one.